you need another copy? You think we're what? Oh yeah. So do you think we need to adjust that by moving back a little? All right.
Right.
So this is like a slow 2. It's like 1, 2. Who starts this? Is that you? Yeah. Okay. That was so funny. Did you hear that when I was talking about that? It seems like, don't you say anything about that.
Don't mess around with Jim.
That's right. Don't mess around with Ken Single.
Move that back. You want to move that back?
Going on to water music?
Are we going to do water music?
Same thing last week.
Take our time.
No repeat on the water music.
No repeat. Water music? No repeats. If you have any marked in, no repeats.
This one's
Anybody know how to start this?
Who starts?
Trombone.
On the
Trombone.
end of
By
one?
yourself.
I'm on the
And
end
four.
of one.
End of one. Okay.
Who's got the down? Nobody?
No,
Just
he
you.
starts on the
End of one.
So I'll give a upbeat.
It's all you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Yale School of Management 2022 Diploma Ceremony. I have just a few logistical announcements before we get started to ensure the smoothest day for our graduates and our guests. First, I ask that you please take note of all of the exit locations, which can be found on all sides of the courtyard. We ask that you please refrain from using the exits behind me until after the diploma ceremony has concluded. The main restrooms can be found in the corner behind me to your right, and there are also smaller restrooms behind the cafe in the back corner, and these include a gender-neutral restroom. If you have questions, commencement information desks are found around the first floor and in the Ross Library on the second floor. So that everybody can enjoy a good view of our ceremony, we ask for you to please make room for our graduates as they process into the courtyard. They will be coming down in through the back doors, along the back glass, and then down through the center. So we ask that you please keep the aisles clear. We also ask that you please take down your umbrellas for the start of the ceremony. We know it's sunny, but also want to ensure that everybody can have a good view. If possible, we ask that you please take photos from your seats, from the second floor, or from the photo area to the side. If you do choose to use the photo area, please just wait until your graduate stands up to get in line to enter the stage, as we want to make sure everybody can access the space. We also have a professional photographer who will be taking photos of each graduate as they receive their diploma, and these photos will be available for purchase. We ask that you please do not walk along the courtyard steps where the rope stanchions are set up, as they are a tripping hazard and we want to ensure everybody is safe. Finally, we ask that you please silence your cell phones and hope that you have an enjoyable ceremony.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please be seated. I am Kerwin Charles, the Dean of the Yale School of Management. The class of 2022, on behalf of the faculty and staff of SOM, I extend greetings of welcome to you and congratulations on your commencement. I want also to acknowledge and welcome your friends and loved ones here with us on this glorious day. Their steadfast love and support have made this day possible for you. I know that for every sibling, every parent, every child, every dear friend celebrating here with you today, there are many others. Beloved grandparents, great aunts, college buddies, cousins, former supervisors who encourage you to apply, a whole sort of supportive village to whom you owe a great debt. I thank them too, and I say welcome to those of them able to join us remotely. This is an historically significant commencement ceremony for our school. At around 600, you jointly represent the largest class of graduates the school has ever had. With 6 distinct degree types, we are today graduating the largest portfolio of degrees in the school's history. Among you sit our first graduating class in asset management and our largest class in GBS. It is appropriate that this graduation commencement ceremony be so significant because of how distinctive the class of 2022 is in the history of the school. Across every single program at the school, EMBA, Systemic Risk, the MBA program, MAM, all of them. Yeah. Yours is an extraordinarily gifted and accomplished class with academic qualifications and professional experience that are second to no class in our school's entire history. There is among you striking heterogeneity, whether in terms of your composition by gender and ethnicity, or in the fact that you come not only from every part of the US, but also in this most international of business schools, from virtually every part of the world. When I assumed my duties as dean, one of my mentors pulled me aside and said to me, "Kerwin, you know, to the dean, every member of the faculty, every member of the staff, every graduating class should be equally special." I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Maintaining that wonderful standard is hard, yeah? Your class, in fact, is especially important and meaningful to me. You were the first class whose life at the school I observed not only from your first day here, as it were from the beginning to the end, but indeed even before your beginning had begun, kinda. I met with many of you by Zoom during the application process, and as you were deciding whether to come here, or whether to instead go, I hope you now are confident that you made the right call, whether instead to make the profoundly unwise call to go somewhere else, yeah? What struck me on those calls, and in the conversations I've had with you since, was your conviction to live not only personally successful, but purposeful and impactful lives. You wanted to come to a place that would offer you skills, perspectives, and relationships that would enable you to do that. We are delighted that you saw that promise in SOM. Your coming to join us was no small thing. There was much bravery in it, for one thing. The overwhelming majority of you were making your decisions in the summer and spring of early 2020, during the early terrifying days of the pandemic. Remember that time? I do. When you committed to joining us, the question of how life at the school would unfold under ever-changing COVID restrictions were shrouded in uncertainty. And if I'm being honest, a certain nervous dread. We, like you, just didn't know. And yet, you bravely came, allowing our school to have a full and excellent class. We're deeply grateful for that. There was also trust in your coming. You said, in effect, this is the place for me. You said, I know everyone there, fellow students, faculty, staff, everybody is animated by the same spirit. And that through coursework and clubs and colloquia and conferences and all the rest, this would be the ideal environment for producing leaders who would dramatically and positively transform business and society beyond. You trusted in us and in our mission, and believed in what was possible, if to the best of our abilities, we each did our part, whatever challenges COVID protocols might present. Class of 2022, how well you have done your part. Were there frustrations at different points? Of course there were, as we all lived and studied and worked under COVID's shadow. But these challenges and your adjustments to them did not define your time here. Masking, hybrid teaching, social distance notwithstanding, you threw yourselves into the life of the school. You engaged fully and enthusiastically in your coursework. You added happiness and mirth to our hallways and buildings. I remember how you made me laugh when you identified among your peers someone I keenly resembled. He is... He's kind of like my less interesting and slightly less good-looking doppelganger. You helped us resume traditions that had gone dormant for 2 years, like the internship fund auction and our international experience trips. Just a few weeks ago, our school hosted for the very first time an event for students to express appreciation to the staff. That was organized by you. Affinity Week, during which we celebrate the different interest groups at the school, will henceforth be a permanent fixture at the school. You inaugurated that. Members of this class won, for the first time, the John L. Lewis Prize in Racial Justice in a national competition at Emory University, drawing the best, our competitors from around the country. Ever cognizant of and deeply appreciative of what you have enjoyed, and recognizing that your experience was affected positively by the mere accident of timing, you have never ceased to think about how our school might be more helpful to the broader society. As first-year students, you talked to me about how we might support persons ahead of you, the second years, exhibiting concern not only for your class, but the ones that went before. Your efforts have made your school lastingly better. And now, here we stand today, marking the completion of your studies as you're about to leave us. We're overjoyed for you. But there's a tinge of sadness as you leave. Yours has been a remarkable class. I speak for all of the faculty, the staff, and the entire SOM family when I say that we wish bottomless success and happiness for each of you in your careers and lives. Will there be opportunities for you, whatever your field of interest or area of focus, to use your astounding talents and training to provide transformative leadership to the world in business and society? I think so. There certainly is no shortage of societal and business problems towards which you can make meaningful contributions in the year ahead. There is inefficiency and injustice and inequality aplenty out there for you to tackle. When has the leadership role that business must play in addressing society's challenges ever been more clear? When has the need for the multi-stakeholder perspective for business and societal leadership, long emphasized by our school, been more urgent? I contend that there has never been a more pressing need for your talents and your thoughtfulness. And there is no set of persons better equipped to tackle current and future challenges. We on the stage certainly have every confidence in you, class of 2022. We are certain that in the years to come, you will bring immense pride to your families, to your communities, and to us here at SOM as you act out that mission in your life and in your work. My heartiest congratulations and best wishes to you, class of 2022. Now we will proceed to the student speakers.
All right. Well, hello everyone. I'm Rishi Vella. I'm part of the Systemic Risk Program, the smallest degree program here at Yale, SOM. And what that really means is we're just all forced to like each other. But hopefully on behalf of my peers, on a more serious note, I just want to thank all the staff, students, and family members for supporting us. Our degrees are just as much of a testament of our efforts as they are yours. Moving on to faculty, a special thank you to Professors Andrew Metrick, Bill English, Siga Benedictsdottir, Greg Felberg, Chun Rhee, and the rest of the Yale Program of Financial Stability for really shaping our perspective on public policy. You know, a lot of us come from central banks, and that means we learned a lot about financial crises. I know, not inflation right now. And one thing that we focused a lot on was debt. We learned about short-term debt, long-term debt, sovereign debt, money is debt, money is made with debt on top of debt. Climbing out of this rabbit hole of debt, my main takeaway is that my classmates and I owe you a debt of gratitude for your devoted efforts for nurturing our professional growth. For the rest of us, well, I want to share a lighthearted memento that I hope we can all take away upon graduation. What is it? Well, I like to believe that we can all learn something from just about anything. Consider Google Maps. I know, what is a central banker talking about Google Maps for? Let me unpack this one for you. One thing that I admired about the Yale SOM community is our unwavering commitment for advancing our goals from point A to point B. But hey, let's face it, a degree from a prestigious university like Yale does not and should not eliminate all the eventual roadblocks we will face along our paths. For some, these obstructions will delay their progress and even change their destination. For others, like myself, our inner critics of self-doubt emerge. Frustrations surface for not taking a specific course, for not casting a wide enough professional network, and simply not maximizing our limited time here at Yale. But hey, in these moments, remind yourselves of Google Maps. When you take a wrong turn with Google Maps, it doesn't yell nor condemn you. It doesn't dissect all of your faulty decisions with a replay of your past. Instead, Google Maps instantly reroutes us, having the wisdom that travel broadens the mind. So let me close with a final remark. Instead of wallowing in your self-defeat, be more like Google Maps. Recalibrate and move forward. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Hi, I'm Viviana. I'm honored and humbled to represent the Master of Asset Management program at Yale SOM. To my fellow asset management students, thank you for the opportunity to represent you on this special day. When I was writing this speech, I wanted to build a rational, fictionist model like any good asset management students would. But that attempt, Python has informed me, arrow starting kernel, so here is my next best attempt. Input, a 56 variable data set, 45% female, making up Yale's first ever asset management program. Input, the highest average GMAT score across all programs at Yale SOM. And then and an estimated average age of 25. Process. Each week during the fall semester, we spend at least 12.5 hours sitting in the same lectures, 40 plus solving problem sets, 20 recruiting, and 10 complaining about all those things together. If you are careful in counting, that is easily an 80-hour work week. On Saturdays, 85% of the SO1 breakout rooms will be occupied by AM students trying to get a head start on their homework next week. Those efforts resulted in 2 in 5 students getting a pass in at least one course, and 1 in 6 failed. Nonetheless, we all made it here today. In sum, it was like being a college senior on steroids. Are we just nerds? No, we are fierce negotiators. Over the past years, we have petitioned numerous times for the program to live up to our expectations. Our success rate? Well, let's just say the future is bright for the program. So this is us, a highly collaborative bunch with a collective goal of supporting each other to succeed. Output, all of us felt capable of achieving anything after surviving the fall semester. This demonstrated the level of academic and intellectual rigors that our professor held us accountable for. They have shown us that investing is a science and a skill that takes hard work, curiosity, and perseverance to cultivate. The beautiful friendship formed in the SOM breakout rooms is one of the most valuable assets that we live here with, and they never depreciate. In the world of finance, return and risk are top priorities, so let's talk about them. In the future, when you're burying your head seeking for the next alpha return, please remember there are real societal consequences to your investment decisions. Put your fiduciary first and foremost. More importantly, the pursuit of excellence and performance shouldn't overpower our sense of integrity. As Professor Moskowitz said, trust and honesty are the fundamental qualities we need to be in this field. On the other hand, as you get better at controlling the risk exposure of your investments, be an active manager of your life and take bold risks to pursue your true passions. While higher risk doesn't guarantee higher return, it might generate more personal fulfillment. Lastly, on behalf of every member of the asset management class of 2022, I would like to express our most profound gratitude towards the founders of this program, Professor Toby Moskowitz and the late Professor David Svensson. Without the two of them, many of us wouldn't be here, let alone going into an exciting yet challenging asset management industry tomorrow. Thank you for taking a chance on us, and we can only pay it forward. And to our friends, families, distinguished faculties, members of the SOM community, thank you for your love and support. Asset Management Class of 2022, Yale SOM Class of 2022, it's been a bullish year, and let's keep the momentum going. And in case you are thinking of reversal, just stay in the game and ride the wave. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Fabian Wöhler, and I'm proud, honored, and humbled to represent the incredible GBS class of 2022. Or for those of you who might not be familiar with this highly intuitive acronym, the Masters of Management Studies program in Global Business and Society. Class of 2022, congratulations. We have made it and can now call ourselves alumni of these incredible institutions. We can all be very, very proud of ourselves. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank all the other people that follow us here and online from around the world. Today is as much our day as it is yours. Thank you. Business and society. This mission has accompanied us for our time here at Yale and will continue to have a lasting impact on us as we now graduate. I am sure every one of you has the unique understanding and experience of what it is that constitutes our school's mission. For some of you, it might be tackling climate change, fighting poverty, eliminating inequalities, or making the world a safer place. I am sure that the solution to all these issues leads us back to the foundation of Yale SOM. We, the students. If you look around you, you will see talented and inspiring people from all over the world. I am so grateful that I had the privilege of studying at Yale School of Management, one of the most international business schools in the whole world. Solving global challenges and bringing together business and society requires us to put ourselves in the shoes of people with backgrounds that are vastly different from our own. I believe that today this is more important than it has ever been in the history of our generation. Yale has given us the privilege of making these invaluable experiences by allowing us to bond with its faculty, new friends, and in some cases, even loved ones. We, as a diverse yet unified network of people from all over the globe, are prepared to step outside of the halls of Evans Hall and make the world a better place. I'm more than thankful for that. Class of 2022. Some days ago, some friends here at Yale have reminded me that I once filmed an SOM Instagram story and gave some advice for upcoming exams. And I just said, work hard, it will not kill you. Today I know that we, together as peers, friends, and ultimately as a family, we have worked hard and we have made it. Congratulations on becoming alumni of Yale School of Management. Thank you. Danke. 谢谢.
Dean Charles, distinguished faculty, staff member, families, and friends. I'm Magdalena Rego, and I'm standing here thanks to the never-ending generosity and support of the two most incredible people in this world, my husband Rod, Yale, of course, and my daughter Teresa. Thank you for all your incredible support during this year. I'm honored to represent the 2022 Master of Advanced Management class. My friends over there. Yeah. We come from 17 business schools across the globe, and yes, we already have an MBA, hence the advanced. Collectively, we speak over 22 languages, and we have 3 languages in common. English, of course, the official language of the never-ending homework. No offense. We also speak the language of excellence, passion, drive, and courage. Believe me, it takes a lot of courage to take any private equity class just to hear that no matter how many hours you put into the model, the forecast is always wrong. And of course, the language of friendship. It took us only one night at Trinity Bar during orientation week to become immediate friends. We kept going almost once a week, sometimes twice a week, just to keep strengthening our bonding, of course. We definitely made an impression over there. I know that some of you are really concerned about the financial impact that our absence will have. Fear not, we're working with the owner in a recovery plan. Jokes aside, we have had each other's back no matter how hard the task was. By the way, I'm sure we won't miss the delightful process of trying to book a breakout room just to find out there aren't any available and the team deliverable is in 2 hours. One thing that we will miss, though, is pizza night. No matter the snow, rain, or homework, MAMs always show up for pizza. And yes, we have had heated discussions about which is the best pizza place in New Haven. It's Peppe's, let's settle it. Being amid so much energy and intelligence, it's been a unique privilege in my life, and for that, I'll be eternally grateful. As we go out to the world to rock it, please remember that. First of all, when in doubt, always ask AASL. You're rock stars. The world needs your courage, imagination, hands, excellence, and drive to make changes. You are Yaleys. Wherever you're going, remember that you won't get there alone, and you already have the whole Yale community embracing you. Dream big. The bigger your dreams, the higher you get. The sky is the limit. Thank you all. It's because of you that this life-changing journey has been possible. Remember, always be closing. God bless.
Can you hear me okay? My name is Peter Kroll. I represent the Executive MBA program. And this speech will not inspire. It will not grant you words of wisdom, tell you to be a good person, or follow your dreams. You have already done that. And that's why you are sitting here today. For those that feel lost, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. You are simply victims of your own lofty standards, restlessly striving for perfection in this Yale environment of normalized excellence, unable to fake interest in the typical situations. And it is this quest for excellence that led you here today to find each other. Lone visionaries searching for one another in the far-off corners of your mind. No, this speech is your battle cry, a rally to you and your fellow Bulldogs. Look around. Inside these walls, hold your fortresses for well-being. Immediately next to you, you have your cavalry, your tribe. Behind and on the edges, you have your beautiful support, your lifelines. Push each other to discover, mend and build. Nurture growth while trimming out the shadows of self from your illuminating light. Today you stand at a new dawn, with a treasure trove of knowledge from semesters of old. You emerge from this program speaking accounting, the language of business, allowing you to clearly articulate the current state of the enterprise, and when needed, to corporately curse. You are now players of game theory, masters of probability, and weavers of the legal, operational, and global influences upon your endeavors. Soon you will begin to fulfill the promises you made to yourself when you filled out your Yale application. And someday, we will all have the distinct honor of saying, "We knew you when." So tomorrow, when this Yale levee breaks and you're released to race in and out of this bear and bull markets, grabbing them by their tethered noses and corkscrewing them down to the ground, it is you that will inspire. And we can't wait to watch you run. Thank you.
My name is Austin Broussard from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a product of Morehouse College. I'd like to start by thanking God. Next, I would like to acknowledge my loved ones who believed in me but are not here with us today. To my grandmother and to my sister, I love you forever. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge the Real Estate Club, the Entrepreneurship Club, and Professors Kevin Gray, Bob Davis, Kate Cooney, and Teresa Chahine. Stephen Covey once said, "If you make a commitment, it builds hope. If you keep a commitment, it builds trust." Just a few years ago, thousands of students across the world made a commitment to reach a day like this. But you are the ones who kept it. But before the celebration, I would like to report an attempted robbery. Now, ironically, although the ordeal lasted 2 full academic years, I still feel like I can relate to those news interviews where they say it all happened so fast. 2 straight years of masks and shape-shifting restrictions and lectures and memories and a whirlwind of what-ifs turned into remember-whens. But this was not your standard stick-up. COVID attempted to steal our experience, our opportunity to travel, and on some freezing New Haven days, even our joy. In 2019, each of us burned the midnight oil as we studied for the GMAT or GRE. Spread across the globe, we were both united and inspired by the prospect of 2 consecutive years of free food and conservative amounts of liquid refreshments flowing through Evans Hall. But again, I say, we were almost robbed. What I did not know when I applied to SOM was that I would be joined by a class full of fighters, students who at the peak of a global pandemic decided to converge in New Haven in pursuit of an elusive but ever attainable goal. Most of us had cracked open the pages of our careers, and it felt the comfort of a direct deposit hitting your bank account and washing away the iniquities of a trying work week. We had traveled the world, but what we had not yet experienced was the magic of being made a member of the MBA class at one of the most storied institutions on earth. We had not yet entered the Yale School of Management. From the moment this journey began, I noticed something peculiar. I noticed that the SOM MBA machine doesn't quite mint a uniform product. Now, the recipe seems simple, but between you and me, the output of the class of 2022 just might shock the world. We have bankers and farmers and the future director of the New York Symphony Orchestra. Now, if you're reasonable, you would expect that if you sprinkle a bit of ambition into a mix of intellect, aptitude, and diligence, what you come out with is a neatly cropped Ivy League MBA. But the reality is, regardless of the inputs, what you end up with is a human, molded by late-night chats and potlucks and weekend ski trips with new friends from the most interesting corners of the world. So now, after 4 semesters of defying both odds and deadlines, we realized that graduation was never an ending, but instead a resting place for us to extol each other before we launch into the world again. So today, I hold no sadness. My only hope is that I get to know each and every one of you forever, and that 50 years from now, we stay true to the ideals that we shared on this hallowed ground. Class of 2022, the previews have ended. The stage is set. You are the star that your loved ones dream of. Your supporting cast is absolutely brilliant, and your feature film has just begun. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Graduates, my name is Professor Leslie Meng, and I'm honored to be here today as faculty marshal for the graduating class of 2022. Self-graduation, which I will describe in a moment, is a Yale SOM tradition that began at the very first commencement ceremony of the school. Another tradition is for you, the graduating class, to stand, turn, and face the audience and applaud families, friends, and supporters who sacrificed in many ways to make your time at Yale SOM possible. So please. We will now proceed to the granting of diplomas to our graduates from the Master of Management Studies, Master of Advanced Management, and the Master of Business Administration degree programs. Self-graduation is a tradition where our graduates announce the names of their classmates as they receive their diplomas. As the first graduate comes forward to receive a diploma from Dean Charles, the next graduate will announce that graduate's name. Each graduate will do the same, and we will announce the name of the last graduate. I ask you all to please hold your applause until all graduates have been recognized. I now call upon Dean Charles to step forward to award the diplomas and ask the graduates to begin the procession.
Hashna Afifa.
Kanokpon Asanit Tong.
Disayarin Janet Jiracharong.
Salil Gupta.
Stephen Kelly.
Jisoo Park.
Pavit Pornimitr.
Alejandra Pruneda Villanueva.
Rishi Vala.
Matthew Chen.
Anchi Chen. Rodrigo Talatori.
Tianzhuo Deng.
战雷丁。
方心妍 Lillian.
Keu Feng. Modesto Frangelis.
Adam G.
Sarvam Goel.
天行鹤。
Demi Hu.
James Huang.
Judy Wang. Nick Kirshner.
Sharia Kumar.
紫金雷。
博翰李。
一位 Viviana Lee. 婷瑜 Jennifer 林。
嘉黎刘。
路遥刘。
刘泽凯。
Xiao Yuan Ma.
Isaac McCaig.
Wesley Meyer.
Austin Munoz.
Florin Reiser.
Andrew Roshan.
Kevin Scholes.
Judy Shi.
Yash Tawari.
Alan Wang.
聪儿王、
易婷王。
肖博伟、
萧亚兰。Albert 徐。
景涵杨。舒乔杨。
Danning Ye.
Wyatt Yes.
Jackie 客家张。望之 Jessica 张。丹宁 Diana 赵。
银旭 Camila 赵。
西豪 Joe.
Anton Olivier Stefan Bartemes.
Christian Beck.
Saket Balotia.
Marie Blachier.
Polina Bochenkova.
Emma Bonnet.
Lily Chan,
Jia Ying Cho.
Alexander Rosario Costa.
Nicolo Cravero.
Yunfei Dai.
Shimon Daniluk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eduardo Della Ferrera.
Chong Han Ding.
Alexandre Amedeo Emanuele.
Aude Fleckia.
August von Oppenheim.
Zidane Gao.
Marie Guti Blanc.
Hu He.
Julia Felicitas Huntsman.
Trin Patrick Hall. Yi Jiu Hong.
Shu Han Hu.
William Hong.
Wen Shu Huan.
Lorraine Jetlicki.
Tianyu Zhang.
Philip Kekais.
Elvina Ku,
Seon Kim.
Julian Konta.
Julia Ledel.
Chen Hao Li.
Federico Liebelt.
Jonas Ibish.
Chang Liu, Sibo Liu,
Christy Liu.
Xiao Liu.
Brenda Luo.
Paula Pans.
Ruven Cedric Paulos.
Danay Perakisvala.
Katerina Plotnitskaya. Stephen Robert Provenzano Jr.
Linus Johannes Vitus Rauschnabel,
Susanne Margarete Reg.
Marla Antonia Rin.
Juan San Martin Pastor.
Victor Elias Schmiedlechner.
Victoria Ida Schwer.
Victor So.
Thohe Zintram.
Francisco Germano Soares de Faria Kitzmann Wehrmann.
Jeffrey Sprung.
Lisa Sternick.
Kathy Sun,
Yong Tao.
Mehdi Tayeb.
Anna Flavia Venturelli.
王灿 Alice。
王若航。
浙成王。
William Wei.
于清伟。
Felix Nikolas Weinreich.
Stefan Johannes Ludwig Winkeljohann.
Fabian Uller. Elena Xin.
陈嘉禾许。玉俊徐。
天歌杨。
Jen Yang.
Camila Zabala.
Claire Zheng.
Emily 小天张。
雪琪张。
一帆张。芷伦张。
西洋赵。
郑玉婷。
钟杰文。
Peru Jade Su.
Ade Adesoye.
Ricardo Armienta Rojo.
Ricardo Barcelo.
Ana Bing.
Rodrigo Alberto Caldera Sequera.
Imana Chatri. Chen Chen.
嘉言成。
Mimi Chung.
John Hansen Cheng.
Poonam Chabra.
Jiwoo Choi.
Carla Sofía Cortés Cantú.
Pilar del Riego Ruiz.
Fernando Díaz Barrera.
Anuradha Iswaran.
Rami Fleijan.
Jorge Cosalves Tejada.
Christopher Edward Grant.
Isa Carolina Gutierrez Sauceda.
Al-Zohir Hashim.
Shuruk Hijaji.
Motorayo Ibiemi.
Sukanya Kanaude.
Lindsay Rose Kelby.
Marcela Latino Guevara. Vincent Lee.
Marvin Lim.
Fang Liu.
Oliver Liu Guanqun. Jamil Liu Jiaming.
Liu Yi.
Roberto Paulus Lopez Lacour.
Melissa Birong Lu.
Daniel Nyoka Mainie.
Tambi Maniktala.
My good friend Matthias Marambio Calvo.
Mobi Oluwatoyo Semasa.
Dija Mohammed.
Dalina Moran.
Tawana Marina Monica.
Rubin Ni. Adetutu Olaburaimo.
Adetola Olamide.
Andrea Corlina Pacheco Montesinos.
Shreyas Pradhan.
Florence Juan Chin.
Ángelo José Querol.
Maria Magdalena Rego Rodriguez and Teresa.
Daniel Rutherford and John Ross. Tarek Saka.
Steve Shangyan Tan.
Jirawan Tauchiraku.
Lina Wang and her baby Livy.
Yong Zhang.
Sean Abbey.
Stephen Jeffrey Antonson Jr. Ella Sophia Archibald.
Cam Marlene Bellamy.
Richard Adam Bird.
Matthew Buckland.
Christopher Calby.
Gina Leanne Calder.
David Bernard Campbell.
Jerome Carter.
Da Chen.
Vincent Zhaozu Chen.
Kevin Robert Christensen.
Meshach Cleary.
Adriana Chaleska.
Nicholas Consonary. Kirsten Cooper.
Grace Dan.
Ifem Ezekweg.
Huya Fatahi. Chelsea Elizabeth Graves.
Lane Arden Greer.
Christina Gunnell.
Mohan Hanumanta.
Oscar Erdosia.
Brian Heslin.
Matthew Edward Hicks.
Trilochin Hiramut.
Georgia Faye Hursty.
Samuel Keith Hofstad.
Chachora and Yehen Jayakoti.
The man, the myth, the legend, also Jason Statham's doppelganger, Mr. Ben Judson.
Joe Colo.
Peter Kuo.
Jimmy Sean Young Kuo.
Alan Andrew Lannis Jr.
Chris Lenoci.
JP Maderas Parker Grace.
Nikki, Vera, and Vita Marin.
Craig Michael Minitor.
Michael Patrick Morrison.
Fatima Lauren Mohammed Dreyer.
Marina Helen Negroponte.
Daniel Robert Newbelt.
Gabriel Nogura.
Olatosim Ometle.
Brendan William O'Riordan.
Mackay Caldwell Owen.
The Michael Ozuna.
Dhiren Patel.
Estefania Perez Bria Martinez.
Gabriel Ramirez.
Catherine Sabatini.
Alex Sawabini.
Michael Seltzer.
Jennifer Shinpop.
Cecilia Shutters.
Eugene Sidor III.
Jeremy Suarez.
Frank Sorrenti.
Fareen Sandaji.
Dean Tang.
Ariana Tarpinian.
Jason Thompson.
Mr. Quinn Cobra TV.
Naveed Tofig.
Lakeisha Charisse Tomlin.
Nathan Trable.
Jing Tu.
Sam Bernard Weddington. Mark Paul Weisenborn.
Ronaldo Witty Jenkins.
Sean Agrawal.
Yusuf Ali. Kathy Otten.
Ashleen Alicia Anderson.
Sheer Antonovsky.
Matthew Archuleta with Aiden and Austin. Prashant Arya.
Gershon Singh Ajula.
Emily Hutchinson Abernab.
Eduardo Aviles Vasquez. Singer Bay.
Michael Baez. Jack Barry. Axel Benedict Billiby.
Felix Abawise Benning and his daughter, Sparkle Olivia.
Rona Shiftan Barish.
From Atlanta, Michael Berger.
Mihir Bhagat.
Rahul Bide.
Caroline Metz Barassa.
Davis Beerson.
Ethan Everett Boswell.
Daisy Ruth Bourne. Joshua Daniel Bracewell.
Andres Orlando Brandt Aza.
The greatest of all time, Laura Brennan.
Austin Broussard.
Philip Brown.
Jill Cafiero.
Joan Celeste Campos.
Matías Cancela Codina.
Sergio Emilio Cabarrio Gallardo.
Madeline June Carey.
Michael Alexander Caceres.
Sarah Lyon Catalo.
Shibashish Chakrabarti. Francis Chan.
Rachel Isam Chan.
Rachel Roshan Chang.
Leona Chow.
Ruthie Yorong Chen.
Celine Chen.
Derek Chow.
Alice Chen.
Juan Che.
Sam Choi.
Yeshwanth Chundru.
Rachel Ann Clark.
JP Klaus.
Natalie Copeland.
Luigi Cortez.
Pranav Manoj Daryanani.
Anurag Dash.
Brett Davidson.
José Carlos de las Fuentes Eslava.
Osman De Leon Munoz. Michelle DeLuassen Baum.
Sarah Marie Darian.
Drew Duger. Drew Delelio.
Bruno Zuccolo.
Nina Dingra.
Alvina Dang.
Louis Dominion.
Max Doyle.
Henry Elliman.
Yusuf Mahmoud Al Nahas.
Kelly Bolin Emery.
Benjamin Paul Engler.
Yuhan Fan.
Samir Salem Faza.
Fei Feng.
Valentin Fararese.
William Dan Flaherty. Nicola Di Fleischer.
Eileen Hiroko Fratton.
Sean Fry.
Emily Fung.
Adnan Gabelich.
Sarah Elizabeth Gannon.
Melody Gao.
Taylor Garden.
Sydney Goldstein.
Juan Pablo Gomez Charri.
Susana Gonzalez Perez.
Gray Gocher.
Paloma Grant. Ian Gu.
Lincoln Guo.
Philippe Hafner.
Abigail Hall.
Adam Aziz Hemdan.
Joy Han and Grace Wong. Caitlin Elizabeth Han.
Grace Hansen Gilmore.
Thomas Herrings.
Hunter Harmon.
Ali Harakopoulos.
Daniel Solomon Harris.
Stephen Edward Berghaus Hicks.
Jesse Holler.
Alexander Holm.
Harrison Holtz with Wesley.
Nicholas Hosta.
Nicholas Frederick Holtz.
Joseph Shaw.
Xiao Teng Xavier Huang.
Xinwei Candice Huang.
Eli Yilong Huang.
Talia Minna Halkauer.
Shabab Fayaz Hussein.
Andrew Seth Jacobs.
Caroline Elizabeth James.
Joanne Jan.
Maria Wei-Yu Jiang.
Colin Jamard Johnson.
Houston Boyd Julian.
Nicole Doris Roscoe Julian.
Priyanka Janankar.
Andrew Kaiser.
Kenjiro Kanemaru.
Ikea Kandula.
Sabhav Kapoor.
James Harvey Keshup.
Hyungi Kim.
Sue Bin Kim.
Camille Kopek.
Neha Kulsh.
Kirtana Kumar.
Shri Kundur.
My lovely wife, Anna Kuntz.
Kayo Holling.
David Orlando Cornewan.
Mitch Lang.
Joe Langer. Olivia Rose Larson.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jessica Xing Wei Li.
Johannes Daniel Lee.
Zach Levinson.
Rebecca Ariel Levinsky.
Sherry H. Lee.
Michael Lee.
Nikki Lau.
Anna Lincoln Barnes.
Catherine Littlefield.
Liu Yi.
Yuan Liu.
Jonathan Lubin.
Monica Lynn. Samuel Elliott McAvoy.
Elijah Milletz.
Samantha Maris. Elise Nicole Marsh.
Amanda M.F. Martinez. Claire Mary Masters.
Isabel Claire McGrory Kleisa.
Sadie Ruth McQuilkin.
Marcos Meldau.
Daniel Mendoza Aceves.
Matthew Marai.
Brooke Sarah Michelson.
Richard Duncan Milvanen Jr.
Benjamin James Misra with Cece and Ellie.
Isabel Barclay Moore.
William Robert Morris.
Donald Joseph Morrissey Jr.
Aaron James Moser.
Hillary Moss.
Alexander Mullaney.
Evelyn Elizabeth Jam Murphy.
Hideaki Muto.
Ethan Myers.
Pamika Nakata.
Daniel Niederman.
Jessica Newman.
Luke Benjamin Nichols.
Bradley Nixon.
John O'Shea.
Evan Oken.
Aki Onda.
Mark Owens and his children Cole, Cora, and Juliet.
Mario Pallarino.
Aris Papaipumitio.
Soon Park.
Anika Patel.
Krishna Patel.
David Pelkey.
Jeremy Perkins.
Laura Daniela Pimentel.
Neil Panetta.
Tabitha Plummer.
Ray Potterbomb.
Shravani Paturi.
Trevor Nelson Pownell. Joe Harold Puritz. Donnie Chow.
Gokul Raj Ramakrishnan.
Isabella Wilhelmina Rampo.
Sabah Rashid.
Matias Rodriguez Bugada and Balte.
Jordan Rose.
Benjamin Thomas Rosen.
John Walter Roop.
Clark Bertram Sachter.
Elizabeth Ann Sainsbury.
Jacob Aaron Salant.
Andre Samardzic.
Javier Sanchez Cortez.
Calvin Santos.
Sayantan Sanyal.
Tom Sawyer.
Logan Shulkey.
Sammy and Olivia Schwartz.
Emily Ann Marlowe Self.
Bisman Sethi.
Afan Tanvir Sheikh.
The beautiful, creative, and intelligent Prachi Sharma.
Jem Shen.
Carly Cannon Shipman.
Trevor Meyer Shod. Harnoor Singh Sidhu.
Eric Charles Simpson.
Arpit Singh.
Divjot Singh.
Neha Singh.
Ritesh Kumar Singh.
Michael Robert Smith.
Zachary Warren Smith.
Matthew Isaac Salave.
Romil Saratia.
Koji Spangler.
Sean Sprinkle.
Elizabeth Delia Stagg.
Tiziana Carmelina Stefano Hernandez.
Eric Leaf Stouslin.
Pascal Rogers Su.
Ankita Paresh Suktankar.
Alexandra Sweeney.
Ben Tannenbaum.
Melanie Suzanne Taub.
Rex Michael Tavello.
William Spencer Tessman.
Sean Thaxter.
Nadav Tiomkin.
Benjamin Topping.
Joe Torres.
Yen Trong.
Soros Trirathanaraj.
Wesley Chong.
Bernard C.
Guillermo Valdez.
Grania Van Herwerdy.
Elizabeth Rachel Varghese.
Pradeep Anand Venkatesh.
Bhargav Viradia.
Jacob Virtue.
Stephen Waller.
Andrew Walston.
Vera Wang He.
Jeffrey Wong.
Victoria Wong.
Wang Wei.
Christopher Whalen.
Caitlin Weaver. Hannah Marie Webb.
Jaro Lona Wei.
Olivia Cha Yi Wei.
Matt Weissman.
Nikki Huang.
Jake Wheeler.
Grant Weishaupt.
Hayden Wolf. Anna Wang.
Rana Wu.
Michelle Sumeng Wu. Christiana Isabella Wertzer.
Catherine Shah.
Luke Xiao.
Alan Zhu.
David Tiamu Yang.
Wendy Yang.
Zainab Yekhiller.
June Peel Yoon.
Alice Juen.
Diego Fernando Zamayoa Rubina.
Stephen Ray Zaslavsky.
Deja Zhang. Han Min Zhang.
Yuhan Zhang.
Melanie Zook.
Nicholas Andres Zuvia.
Kate Fuentes, my mom.
Congratulations! Okay, graduates, your actual Latin diplomas are all up in the Beinecke room. We made you a translation. That's what's in your folder. So go up to the Beinecke room and grab your, and time to celebrate.